Hello everyone, my name is Xu Tianci, and the function I built is named initialize farm. And the use of my function is to first initialize the value of income of the farm, set it to 0. And the second is to generate a random number which will be used by other functions in percentage as the probability of disasters and and the percentage of income that the farmer will lose if these disasters ever come. And the code inside my function is quite simple. There's only two lines. The first line is, of course, to set the income to 0, and the second one is to generate a number. And it does that by taking the value of the clock in your computer to generate a seed, which will, in result, generate a new number sequence. Because this seed is based on your computer's clock time, so this seed will perhaps be the only seed in the entire history. So the number sequence that is generated will probably be unique and thus completely random. And as far as I can tell, no conflict is obvious since our code is quite short. Uh, that's the function I built. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Jiang Renzheng. My user-defined function is simulate years. My function is aiming to calculate the total income through the simulated years and using the data entered in the main function. In this function, I pass in the data of structure by reference because it needs to be changed. There is a for loop in the function. It will calculate the income of the person after subtracting the maintenance fee, and it also considers the impact of natural damage. The potential conflict is the total income and the initialization date may be exceed integer date, but I use unsigned integer date to avoid it, and the function is simulated to reduce poverty. So I think the person in this function may not have too much fortune.
Hello everyone, I'm Xiong Siyue. In this programming group assignment, I'm responsible for writing a user-defined function to print far detailed information. This function mainly has two functions. First function is provide a specific values for the files properties and verifies that the function prints those values correctly. The second function is pass the file structure with all attributes 0 values and make sure the function handles and print those values correctly.
Hello, I'm Liu Zichen. What I want to talk about is the conclusion of the random search function. First, we use the program to calculate whether the search percentage is between 80% and 85%, and conduct a series iterative test on the function to ensure that the loss graduated by the dessert can be within our acceptable range, so as to ensure that the subsequent development is sustainable and there is no direct or indirect variability, which is the internal loss, including nature disasters and some diseases. There are some of the causes.